Hey Scorpio, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning December the 7th through to the 13th. Now, the month definitely has some significant astrological placements, yes. Next week we have the solar eclipse in Sagittarius. At the end of this weekend we have the 12-12 activation gateway. However, this week I wanted to focus on a reading that goes a little bit deeper, that gets to the soul or the heart of the matter, if you like. Now, given that this solar eclipse in Sagittarius happens next week, the last one that happened was in Cancer in June. Now, in many ways, since that time, we have been in an ecliptical crossroads. And you might hear the term ecliptical portal. That represents the time frame between a new and full moon. But since the months of June, we have been in between two different ecliptical cycles. The ecliptical cycle between Cancer and Capricorn, which happened between 2018 and 2020. And we're launching a new ecliptical cycle this year, heading into 2022. So we apply that personally to our own themes. We apply that to the themes that we see out there in the collective. So this ecliptical crossroads is a very karmic one, in the sense that many in the collective will be felt like they are being drawn back to the past in one level or another. Or perhaps there are many that are wanting to, and they are ready to step forward with all the wisdoms that they have integrated. That is the deeper gift of retrograde seasons with all of the planetary alignments. That is the deeper gift of ecliptical cycles, to take us on a whole new trajectory, to take us on a whole new north node, if you like, following our North Star. Okay, so I have interestingly noticed the zodiacs are very much 50-50. Many have integrated deeper karmic wisdoms and chapters and gotten to the core of subconscious patterning, of their reasons why. Like, in very many ways, all of us can relate to having had those experiences where this is a new relationship, this is a new workplace, this is a new venture. But yet at some point in that storyline, I notice reoccurring themes. I keep coming up against the same brick walls. I keep feeling the similar rise in fears. Are they linked? No. New places, new faces and everything, but the energy remains the same. Why? Because we are karmically looping. We are still yet to integrate the deeper wisdoms of the karma and dharma we are walking through, which is a perfect opportunity to really embrace a new chapter and to let the past go. Are we ready to do that? All of us know how hard it is to surrender, because the very act of letting go, and why we struggle so much with that as a challenge, is exactly the same energy that we surrender to faith. We surrender to that trust that we have in our relationship with the ability to believe in the future unseen. So we're very human, we're very tangible, we want evidence, we want to see it to believe it, yeah? And that's how it all plays in. So it is a little bit of a complex focus that I'd like to sort of look at for the reading, but it does perfectly sum up the purpose of eclipses. It does perfectly sum up the purpose of retrogrades, okay? And the gift that all of us have every single year, whether we're in smack bang in the middle of a new 2-year cycle or not. But we are at an ecliptical crossroads, and this is about really integrating the wisdoms of the past so that we can empoweredly step forward. And because everyone has their divine right to choose at their own will, some will step back because there are deeper wisdoms that need to be integrated. And each of us know, like I said, once we have those aha moments is when we are ready to step on to our new, and not a moment beforehand. So we all truly do travel at our own pace, and there is no good or bad when it comes to karmic looping. You know, it is all about unique and divine pathways and choices. All right, my friends, you've got the Page of Wands underneath the deck. You have the Transformation card underneath the Soul cards. There is this version of yourself, your beliefs, that had to come to a death in many ways as we transition between ecliptical cycles. You know, you have been letting go of the past as far as the energy of regrets and things that perhaps didn't mature into the level that you had wanted, situations that had come to a close far before you were ready to. Okay, Change is here and change is offered. You know this, you have sensed this. Maybe this has been the theme for you in one way or another. And again, I'm feeling this strong chart energy like I have in all of the zodiac readings. Doesn't matter what you guys have got going on, the energy is still the same. We can try the new and dabble, and then we retreat back, and the energy calls us back. And certainly planetary retrogrades call us back to the past to say, hey, work out where you've learned this thing, work out where you first felt like this, work out what the core of this is, why you're feeling, believing, sensing that, whatever the case may be, because change is here. There's something here. Wow, the spark of a new beginning, right in the center of your reading. You know what this feels like, Scorpio. This feeling of being stuck in your mind, this feeling of being up at night trying to figure the details of every single thing out. And how, like, you guys go deep and you guys are so intense. You're well and truly familiar with the combination of this energy, of how we can be deeply entrenched in our regrets of the past. I shouldn't have trusted. I should have done this. I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But there is new life here, my friend. There is a spark of the new, whether that is a relationship, whether that is a new pathway, whether that is just a whole new perception and a whole new way in which to work with your mind and how you see yourself, your possibilities and your past, so that deeper healing can happen. Because change has been calling to you all year in one way or another. This may be in the realms of work. This may be in the realms of relationships and commitment and marriage and your experience of a marriage, your experience of commitment. There was something here about the last full moon that you are ready to embrace change. Okay, and we all are ready to do that in little ways and in big ways in our own way. Underneath the deck, like I said, Scorp, this death and transformation card is here. There was a part of you that had to die on some level this year. And in many ways, if you've been working with this retrograde cycle, you would have felt this. You would have felt this leaving your energy field, leaving your emotional field, so that you can embrace this new change. You can embrace this new way of seeing self, feeling about life, and manifesting, more importantly. The change card talks about, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It was about taking the action upon yourself. It's great to have a thought, a dream, an ideal, but it's something else entirely, Scorpio, to ground that down and act on it, because that is this life force energy. This is the spark of creation. It exists in us, whether we have been pregnant or not. We are all this creative energy. We are the spark of energy that happens at conception. And think of the amazing things that happen at conception and growth and birth, and the human mind and how rapidly it forms and transforms for that first 2 years of life. Like, it is a miracle unto itself that we can actually grow ourselves, yeah? And that inherent transformation energy exists within you always to be able to access. I feel I'm talking and connecting into many Scorpions that have been releasing and shedding this skin of an old version of self. Really coming to terms with this energy of regret, being in the mind and where that takes you. And it can certainly take you to the center of your emotions as well. But it only takes you so far. It's almost like I feel like I'm connecting to Scorpios that were handed an opportunity this year. Okay, they were handed an opportunity this year as far as, well, if you want change from this state of being, if you want change from a rate of experiencing reality like this, and that can apply to your finances, that can apply to your love life, your experience of self within connections, whatever the case may be, or just your relationship with your thoughts about the regrets of the past. And it's almost like life said to you this year, look, here's an opportunity for change. Here is an opportunity to begin again. Are you ready to take it? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to work on it? Because the sacrifice you need to make is this death of the old way of doing things, seeing things. I've just dropped a couple of cards. I want to get them. Sorry, Scorp. Okay. This death of an old way of doing things. I feel in many ways I'm connecting to Scorpios that are on a path towards change as far as, your lens and perception around commitment, starting a new relationship, starting a new business venture, starting a new career. And, you know, when we start a new career, sometimes it involves study, sometimes it involves, because you've got the Page of Wands under here. There's messages and communications, the Ace of Cups. Beautiful new beginning. Okay, I feel like I'm connecting strongly to Scorpios in relation to a relationship, okay? Or in the realms of love and family, a new beginning for family, a new beginning to what you will commit to. Sparking this fire again, accepting change into your life actively rather than just thinking about it and in essence being stuck in the past still in many ways. Let's pull a crystal card, my friend. Quartz, clarity, crown chakra. It actually works with all of the chakras. Quartz is an amplifier. It is reflective and receptive. So be ready to receive this opportunity to change, receive this action that's asking you to create and manifest the new. All right, Scorp? Drawing this card signifies help is on its way to you. Sit quietly and focus on what part of your life needs some assistance. Be open to healing and change, and you will achieve what you desire. There you go, my friend. I hope you got something out of that. That was your quick read for the week. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by heading to the bio link above, where you'll see the link to the Indigo Ascension shop. And certainly if you're watching on YouTube, you'll find that same link in the description box below. Until next week, my friend, take care.